Welcome to our in-depth technical analysis of VYNE, a Nasdaq-listed stock. In this video, we'll break down the latest trends, indicators, and price movements over the past 3 months. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, understanding these technical signals can help you make more informed decisions. We'll start by looking at the current price, which stands at 0.6 as of December 18, 2025. Let's explore how VYNE has performed recently and what the technical indicators are telling us about its momentum and potential future direction. Over the last 3 months, VYNE's price has shown significant volatility. The stock's lowest close was 0.281, while the highest reached $4.30, indicating a wide trading range. Most recently, the price surged from 0.403 to 0.6 in a single day, accompanied by a massive spike in trading volume. This kind of movement often signals a shift in market sentiment or the impact of major news. We'll examine how these price swings align with technical indicators and what they might mean for short-term traders. Volume is a key indicator of market interest. On December 17, VYNE traded over 260 million shares, a dramatic increase compared to its average daily volume. Such a surge often points to institutional activity or a significant news event. High-volume days can confirm the strength of a price move, suggesting that the recent rally may have strong backing. We'll keep an eye on whether this elevated volume persists, as it could indicate continued volatility or a new trend forming. Short-term moving averages like the SMA5 and EMA5 are useful for spotting immediate trends. Currently, the SMA5 is at 0.429 and the EMA5 at 0.457, both below the current price. This suggests that VYNE has experienced a sharp upward move, outpacing its recent average. When the price is above these averages, it often signals bullish momentum in the short term. Let's see how this compares to longer-term averages. Looking at the 20 to 50-day moving averages, we see a similar pattern. The SMA20 is 0.386 and the EMA20 is 0.398, both well below the current price. The SMA50 and EMA50 are 0.374 and 0.394, respectively. This gap between the current price and the moving averages indicates strong upward momentum. When the price is significantly above these averages, it can sometimes signal overbought conditions, so caution is warranted. For a broader perspective, we look at the 100 and 200-day moving averages. The SMA 100 is 0.365 and the EMA 100 is 0.521, while the SMA 200 is 0.892 and the EMA 200 is 0.897. The current price is still below the 200-day averages, suggesting that while there's been a recent rally, VYNE is still in a longer-term downtrend. This divergence between short-term and long-term averages can create trading opportunities for both bulls and bears. The volume-weighted average price, VWAP, is currently at $1.17, much higher than the current price. VWAP is often used by institutional traders to gauge fair value. When the price is below VWAP, it can indicate that the stock is undervalued or facing selling pressure. The current VWAP difference percentage is minus 48.77%, highlighting a significant gap. This could attract bargain hunters or signal caution for those expecting a reversal. Bollinger Bands help us understand volatility and potential price extremes. The upper band is at 0.489, the middle at 0.386, and the lower at 0.282. With the current price at 0.6, VYNE is trading above the upper band, which often signals overbought conditions or a potential breakout. The band width is 0.536, indicating increased volatility. Traders should watch for a possible pullback or continuation of the breakout. The Moving Average Convergence Divergence, MACD, is a popular momentum indicator. VYNE's MACD is at 0.023, with a signal line at 0.0086 and a histogram value of 0.015. The positive MACD and histogram suggest bullish momentum, while the MACD momentum value of 0.017 reinforces this view. However, traders should monitor for any signs of divergence or weakening momentum, which could signal a reversal. The Relative Strength Index, RSI, is a key measure of overbought or oversold conditions. VYNE's RSI 14 is at 79.66, well above the typical overbought threshold of 70. RSI 21 and RSI 28 are also elevated at 73.16 and 66.56 respectively. These high values suggest that the stock may be due for a pullback, as buying pressure could be reaching an extreme. Traders often use these signals to time entries and exits. The stochastic oscillator provides another view of momentum. VYNE's stock K14 is at 50.15, and stock D14 is at 46.14, both near the midpoint. However, the stock RSI K is at 100, indicating extreme overbought conditions. This combination suggests that while the broader momentum is neutral, the recent surge has pushed the stock into an overbought state. Caution is advised as such extremes often precede corrections. Momentum indicators like Momentum 10, 0.225, and Momentum 20, 0.219 show strong positive values reflecting the recent price acceleration. The rate of change ROC 14 is at 59.57, and the price acceleration is 0.235, both supporting the view of a powerful upward move. These readings suggest that buyers have dominated the market recently, but such sharp moves can sometimes be unsustainable. The average true range, ATR 14, is at 0.053, and the NATR 14 is 8.77, both indicating heightened volatility. The 30-day volatility is 9.67, and true volatility matches at 8.77. These elevated readings confirm that VYNE has been experiencing larger than normal price swings. High volatility can present both opportunities and risks, so traders should adjust their strategies accordingly. Unbalanced volume, OBV, is a cumulative indicator that measures buying and selling pressure. VYNE's OBV stands at a massive 295,812,246, reflecting the huge volume spike on the most recent trading day. A rising OBV often confirms an uptrend, suggesting that the recent price move is supported by strong buying interest. This is a positive sign for bulls, but it's important to watch for any sudden reversals. The Money Flow Index, MFI 14, is at an extremely high 98.93, far above the overbought threshold of 80. This suggests that a large amount of capital has flowed into VYNE recently. While this can be a bullish sign, such high readings often precede a short-term correction as the market digests the influx of new buyers. Monitoring MFI alongside other indicators can help anticipate potential reversals. The accumulation distribution, AD value, is negative at minus 154,154,505.05, and the Chaikin oscillator is also negative at minus 48,224,552.46. These indicators suggest that despite the recent price surge, there may be underlying distribution or selling pressure. It's important to reconcile these signals with the positive momentum indicators to get a balanced view of the market dynamics. The average directional index, ADX 14, is at 22.92, with a trend strength score of 4.31. These values suggest that while there is some trend present, it's not particularly strong by technical standards. The plus DI 14 is much higher than the minus DI 14, indicating that the current trend is bullish. However, the moderate ADX means that the trend could be vulnerable to reversal if momentum fades. The Arun up indicator is at 100, while the Arun down is at 32. The Arun oscillator is at 85.71, which is a strong bullish signal. The Arun indicators are designed to identify the beginning of new trends, and these readings suggest that VYNE is in the early stages of a strong upward move. This aligns with the recent price breakout and volume surge. Key support and resistance levels can help traders plan their entries and exits. The nearest support is at 0.524 and resistance is at 0.713. The pivot point is at 0.637, which often acts as a magnet for price action. If VYNE holds above support, it could retest resistance soon. Conversely, a break below support might signal a deeper pullback. The risk-reward ratio for VYNE is currently at 0.581, which is below 1. This means that the potential reward is less than the risk, based on recent price action and volatility. Traders should be cautious and consider position sizing and stop-loss strategies to manage downside risk, especially given the recent volatility and overbought signals. VYNE's 52-week high is $4.30, and the 52-week low is 0.281. The current price is much closer to the low, with a 52-week position of just 7.95%. This suggests that despite the recent rally, the stock is still trading near the bottom of its annual range. This could present an opportunity for value investors, but also highlights the risks involved. Linear regression can help identify the underlying trend. The slope is positive at 0.001, and the predicted price is 0.4 with a deviation of 0.2. The R-squared value is 0.232, indicating a weak fit. This suggests that while there is a slight upward trend, price movements have been highly volatile and not closely following a linear path. VYNE's daily return is an impressive 48.99%, reflecting the massive price jump on the most recent trading day. Such high returns are rare and often unsustainable, so traders should be cautious about chasing the move. The volatility breakout is at 3.59, confirming that the stock is in a highly active phase. This environment can be rewarding for nimble traders but risky for those unprepared for sharp swings. The volume growth rate is a staggering 129.3%, and the relative volume is 38.25. These numbers indicate that trading activity has exploded compared to the average, often a sign of a major shift in sentiment or the presence of news catalysts. Sustained high volume can support further price moves, but it can also precede sharp reversals if the buying dries up. VYNE's technical score is 62.5, and the trend quality index is 354.2. These metrics suggest that the technical setup is moderately favorable, with a decent quality of trend. However, the recent surge may have temporarily inflated these scores, so it's important to monitor for any signs of reversal or trend exhaustion in the coming days. Price acceleration is at 0.235, and the momentum score is 27.34. These indicators reinforce the view that VYNE has experienced a rapid upward move. While this can attract momentum traders, it also increases the risk of a sharp reversal if the rally loses steam. It's crucial to use stop losses and manage risk in such fast-moving environments. Pivot points are widely used to identify potential turning points in the market. For VYNE, the pivot is at 0.637, with resistance at 0.713 and support at 0.524. Watching how the price reacts around these levels can provide clues about the next move. A break above resistance could trigger further buying, while a drop below support might lead to a deeper correction. To sum up, VYNE's technical indicators paint a picture of a stock in the midst of a powerful rally, but with several warning signs of overbought conditions and elevated risk. The surge in volume, momentum, and price acceleration are all bullish, but extreme readings in RSI, MFI, and stock RSI suggest caution. Traders should balance the potential for further gains with the risk of a sharp pullback. Given the current setup, short-term traders might look for breakout opportunities above resistance, while longer-term investors may wait for a pullback to support. Using stop-loss orders and keeping position sizes small can help manage risk. It's also wise to monitor news and market sentiment, as these can quickly change the technical landscape. VYNE's recent price action has captured the attention of traders and investors alike. While the technical indicators show strong momentum, they also flash several caution signals. As always, it's important to combine technical analysis with sound risk management and to stay adaptable as new information emerges. Thanks for joining us for this technical breakdown of VYNE. Stay tuned for more updates and happy trading.